wish somebody'd make pencils great again. I gotta find a pencil. I'm just having a bad start this morning. Now you can take it and drop it. Good morning. I understand that what I'm working on here today about building shelves, well, I guess there's a lot of civilizations that deal with small spaces. Shelving. Yesterday we showed building these shelves, and I got to thinking, you know, everybody doesn't have a sawmill where you've got rough sawed lumber, and maybe you don't have a planer. This come off the sawmill. Sort of did a live edge look over here on this shelf. Pretty cool. Here in what we're calling our combination sink, refrigerator, and laundry room, I fully understand, well maybe I don't fully understand, just to have a refrigerator, a washer and dryer, and a sink, and running water, and the utilities that we have, many of us have in America. We're very blessed, and I understand that. And for those of you that don't, forgive me for talking about such an insignificant thing as shelves. So, some people have this situation in their small space, and so for this, it might be helpful. You might have an area like this. This is going to be a combination kitchen and laundry store and shelf storage. I want to just show, this here is 3/4 plywood, which is a great shelving material. Sometimes when you go in the box store, you'll see a piece that's got imperfections on it. The edges might be busted up or something. Don't pay full price. So you go up front desk and say, hey, you know, you got this piece of material that's in bad shape. What can you do on that material? And sometimes you can get a real bargain. And then if you put a little nose piece on it, now I haven't gone to the trouble of caulking and painting this, but you can, I mean, if you want to do a real jam up job, you can put your staples in there. And what I would recommend doing, if you've got some wood glue, put a little wood glue on that and then staple it. And I've got 2 more shelves that I'm going to put in, make them just like this. Fortunately, I did have some poplar that I planed down. Normally you'd put a nose piece on this that would be 3/4 of an inch. And what I like to do, now you can take it and drop it. What I like to do, well, I gotta find a pencil. I wish somebody'd make pencils great again. It's hard to find a good wood pencil, and you gotta have a wood pencil. Those composite things just don't work. So I like to mark it that way. I know I'm going to get a more precise fit. And then when you put your nose piece on, you actually, if you're going to be wrong either way, you'd rather be just a hair high than a hair low, because you don't want to try to sand the plywood. Well, I'm just having a bad start this morning. Couldn't find any nails for my battery operated nailer. With this little Hitachi nail gun, or this is a staple gun, I really like this thing. See if we got enough air in that. Yep. Another thing that this does, not only looks good, gives you just a little more strength, and then you can come along and smooth off this, give that a little bit of round over. And that one's ready to go. If I were gluing these, I probably wouldn't be I probably only staple about every 16 inches, but because I'm not gluing them. And if I was working for a customer, they would be glued. These are not gonna, hopefully not gonna get abused. Get that sanded out, and number 2 will be ready. I got this just a little high on this end. And this one's ready to go. To hold this end up, putting on these little wall cleats. Now these cleats are really not what holds it. Well, in a way they are, but in the way they're not. What holds this shelf up here is going to be this screw. That cleat just tells the shelf where to go. But that will hold, as long as you get that into a screw, into a stud, that will hold. And you can use some wall anchors, and there you can look on the package what the wall anchor is rated for weight-wise. But these little cleats will do the job. So we've just increased the storage space in this room. Let's see, that is about 24 feet of square footage of storage space. And we checked and made sure that her laundry stuff would be easy. My wife's not very tall, and so having stuff right here and then the other stuff that goes up there, I can reach her. She can, well, she don't need to be getting on a ladder, but anyway. So that's all I've been commissioned to do at this point. Let's see what's next.